no question. You ain't run a motherfucker hot stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, trains out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Oh, it's time to bleed this morning. I'm not letting y'all forget. No. Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Come on in, smash the like button. Like the video. Share the video. We are our own algorithm. Let's not leave it up to Miguel to do anything for us. Yeah. Let's do this roll call. I got to be fast today because I got things to do. My brother Mac of the South in the building. Dow Big G. Mrs. Shelton. Brother Cole. Delano. Coach Hudson in the building. Steve O. Jalen Hudson. iRock. Trey 50. Chilltown Majors. Tim. Stormy B-Man. Star City J. Del Riv. Let's get started because I got to cut out kind of early today. Condo. Salute. Salute, brother. Mikey Garcia. Bueno. Bud and Devin. Bad. Why? Kyrell. Salute. G. McCall. 704 Joe. CB Sports TV in the building. Salute. MJ Total Health and Wellness. Yeah. Why? Come on. Come on now. Why? Why? I didn't put it, but you know, Ryan Garcia was running around with a SNAC shirt too. Real quick question. He was wearing SNAC way before he popped dirty with ostomy. Something that the human body does not, I repeat, does not produce. Why didn't he pop dirty with SNAC? Matter of fact, SNAC was way after Balco. 88 Sports Talk, salute. Ryan Garcia was rocking that shirt. Mikey Garcia. Something about those Garcias, right? It's like Babs and Buster Bunny. Y'all remember Tiny Toons? Are y'all that old? I'm Babs. I'm Buster Bunny. No relation. I'm Mikey Garcia. I'm Ryan Garcia. No relation. Something about those Garcias, right? Babs and Buster. When it's big, I'd say Ryan is Babs because his hole got funked with. Monta Musa, my brother, Jim Diamond, salute. And Mikey's a Buster. I'm just being disrespectful because two things. When he said, hey man, I want some of that Errol Spence smoke. Dragon Fang, salute. I looked at him like he was crazy. A lot of us did. I said, he wants what? Shaolin, salute. And I said, okay, I don't like it. And the main biker, salute. The main part why I was shocked was, I said, he's entirely too small. That's the first thing I said. I didn't say anything about Mikey Garcia's skill set. Mikey Garcia has a really good skill set. Mikey Garcia was nice with it. He was. But I said, man, Errol's too damn big. What is he talking about? And he said, what, y'all? What did he say? I see something. And here go everybody else. You know, Mikey, I see it too. And I'm looking at these pros. Remember Sugar Ray Leonard said, yeah, I see what Mikey sees. Can I ask y'all a question? Because I don't recall. At some point in Sugar Ray Leonard's life, did he partake in recreational drugs? It's a nice way to say it. Did he? I'm asking because I don't know. I'm asking. Did he partake in recreational drugs at any point in his life? There were some things he revealed in that book of his that was shocking. Stormy says yes. Okay. Well, I think he relapsed in that moment. When Mikey said, I'm going to fight Errol. Brooklyn born, salute. Is that Ern Jordan? Salute, man. Y'all names are still added on this thing. I have to figure out what the hell they're doing that for. Oh, he had a snow habit. Okay, thank you. Well, I think he relapsed when Mikey said that. Because I did not know what they were talking about. And let me say this, y'all. Pros are pros. There's a lot of things. Like when I go to these events, I run into Antonio Tarver a lot. And it's to the point where when we see each other, he be like, hey, man. And we dap it up all the time. I mean, I don't think he knows my name other than looking at my shirt, but that's it. And he's a pro. There's a lot I can learn from him strategic-wise in the boxing ring. Business-wise, things that he's gone through. There's a lot I can learn from him. But there's certain things that he says that I'm like, nah, bro, I don't know. I disagree. Just because these guys be pros doesn't mean that they're right all the time or they know what they're talking about. This was one of those situations where I didn't know what Mikey was talking about. I said, all right, well, if he wants to smoke, maybe he knows something that I don't know. I don't know. And when Mikey Garcia said, hey, I want to fight Errol, I was like, what? I see something. Okay. Now, here's the deal. And Main Biker, salute to you in that super chat. Salute. He says Sugar Ray's snow habit made him suck a pickle. Pause. Yeah, well, I mean, oh, geez. Oh, boy. Well, I know he talked about how when he was on the Olympic team, or was it the amateurs? One of his coaches essayed him. He was molested. And he was well into his adulthood when that happened. That was like, whoa. So Ray Leonard been through it. He was essayed. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know what was going on. I don't know what he thought he saw. I don't know if he said, okay, I'm looking at Mikey Garcia's skill set and he could take it up a couple of weight classes and fight with hard-hitting ass Errol Spence and survive. I never saw that in Mikey. Mikey wasn't like a slick kind of guy. This wasn't a situation where I'm saying, okay, Roy's going up to heavyweight to fight John Ruiz. He's fighting the smallest heavyweight with a belt. But stylistically, I said, okay, Roy has the movement and the awkward style to compete against John Ruiz, but he can't get caught. That's all I said. He can't get caught, and he didn't. He didn't get caught clean enough to get knocked down. I didn't see that in Mikey. Mikey is basic, and he's damn good at the basics. But so is Errol. And a good big man will beat a good little man all the time. Well, I'll say 90% of the time. Yeah. Yeah. So when these pros was agreeing with Mikey, I'm like, look, maybe they see something that I don't see. Maybe they see something that I don't see. I didn't see it. Because Mikey went in there and every round, it was like, you know, it was something crazy, man. You know, every time round one, good night. Round two, round three, round four. I was like, oh no, this is round 10. Robert was like, Mikey, I'm gonna stop it. And Mikey was like, no, let me finish. Remember after every time the bell rang, he was pumping his fists? Hey, I survived. That's a personal victory. Errol was beating his ass. Like clockwork. Errol was whooping him. Errol was whooping him. But never mind that for a minute. Never mind that for a minute. I had a problem when he put on that SNAC shirt. Okay? And I said, yo, y'all, that guy with the glasses, isn't that Balco dude? Y'all remember this? I was like, yo, that's that Balco situation, man. I said, all right, that's him. I was like, all right, okay. I said, listen, y'all all right? Y'all cool with this? Y'all cool with this? And when I say y'all know who I'm talking about. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all didn't even want to have a conversation anymore. In fact, in the comment, because I wasn't doing content at the time. In fact, when you read the comment sections in old YouTube, in the YTBC, I've never seen so many Mikey Garcia fans. And I'm not even talking about the race soldiers. Get him, Mikey. And then 3 comments in Espanol. Lord knows what they were saying. Mikey's gonna knock out the drunk. Mikey's gonna make history. Right? All I said was, hey man, this is the smaller guy. This is the smaller guy. And I don't see Mikey like, Mikey he had pretty decent footwork. He didn't have amazing footwork. Roy Jones Jr. had awkward and amazing footwork. Manny Pacquiao had awkward and amazing footwork. I didn't see Mikey like that. I said, this is not, what the hell are y'all? What are y'all looking at? Educating me. I have some boxing knowledge. What the hell do you think you're seeing here? This is a death sentence. What are y'all talking about? Okay. And all I know is that when I looked at the Spanish comments and I saw something negro, I was like, all right. I can only imagine what that's saying. Right. Yep. I was like, oh, okay. All right. So he's going to beat Errol now, right? Terrific. Nobody was saying anything about SNAC. When I said something in those comment sections about SNAC, you know what I was told? I'll tell you what I was told. I was told to stop making excuses. I was told don't cry when Errol loses. I was told Errol's going to get beaten and he's going to turn into an alcoholic, like a wino for real. Like 30 Mexicans. Well, 30 Latinos. Versus me in the comment section. I'm like, all right, well, I'll be right back here to discuss the outcome. Because I said it's boxing, Mikey can win. I just don't think he's going to. Lost with real Baltimore in the building. Rod Neal, salute. Yeah. Is it all right? Errol whooped Mikey so bad that when he went to the hospital and they asked him what his ethnicity was, he put white on that paper. Uh-oh.
Take that!
Y'all in here talking all that Spanish shit. And when he released his medical forms, that little spot where it said ethnicity, he put white. And that wasn't a mistake. He dead ass put white. Look at this kid face. Is there anything white about him, by the way? There is nothing white about Mikey. I don't even know why he did that. Listen, if black was not an option on a form, I wouldn't put white. I'd put Latino before I put white. I'd put Eskimo or Asian before I put white. What are you kidding me? What are you talking about? Main biker in that super chat salute. He says, yup, Mikey gonna beat Spence and teach him how to drive. Exactly. That was some crap, wasn't it? Now the 86 in that super chat salute. He says, salute Drew and salute to the mighty LDBC. Man, salute to you, good brother. Much love. Yes, sir. You gonna whoop him. I remember that. He gonna whoop him. I said, okay. He beat him like a drum. But I kept asking about SNAC. I said, yo, what's up with this SNAC thing? This ain't that Victor Conte dude? Ain't that Balco dude? I remember that. I said, yeah, that's the Balco dude. I said, y'all good? Y'all all right with this? And I was literally told to shut up. Don't make excuses. He gonna whoop Errol. There ain't nothing wrong with SNAC. Why would the government let him back in to sports? I said, okay, all right. Okay, that's fine. I was saying things like, man, if Balco was led by a black man, he'd still be in prison. I was saying shit like that. We all know what it is. I was saying shit like that. I was saying shit like that. I said, man, if this was a black dude, now he comes back out and now he's doing this and doing that. And then they say, oh, well, Don King killed somebody. Yeah, he did. Good old American way, right? Only in America, right? He wasn't involved in boxing when he killed somebody, to my knowledge. So let's go with that. You do the crime, you do the time, right? Let's go with that. Let's go with that. I'm just playing the race card, and True Boxing Night salute. I'm just playing the race card and I need to shut up. Okay, so I did. So Mikey went in there on SNAC and got his ass destroyed. Pause. And SNAC, y'all defended SNAC all this time. Y'all defended SNAC. Oh, there's nothing wrong with SNAC. SNAC. Nothing wrong with SNAC. So between that period, and now, nobody has popped dirty using the SNAC supplements. Victor Conte has turned informant, right? He even said some things about Errol Spence. That was weird. Y'all remember that? Do y'all remember that? I remember doing a video like, yo, why is Victor Conte coming for PBC fighters? You know, PBC owned by a black man, ran by a black man. I was offended. I said, man, yo, look, holler at me when a PBC fighter pops dirty, and we'll discuss that incident. But isn't that like an instance of the pot calling the kettle black? But I'm like, I understood what was going on. He's an informant now because he knows this stuff. Yeah, exactly, Mansa Musa. Said Errol Spence fought Mikey. Thought he fought a Mexican, but he fought a white boy. Yeah, that was. What? I didn't understand that. Snacks B, what up? I didn't understand that. I was like, what the what? He's white. What is that? Anyway, I understood it. I'm like, all right, he turned informant. All right. Okay, he's an informant. I get it. But holler at me when somebody from the PBC pops dirty. Meanwhile, Tyson Fury was running around here, glove cheat, you know, pig nuts. Him and his cousin or whatever, Huggy Fury popping dirty. Mikey Garcia, Ryan Garcia. Athletes over there, right? Benavidez is over there. Caleb Plant's over there, right? And something happened. Something happened. When Devin Haney emerged, and he was referred. Oh, by the way, Sean Porter was over there too. Let's not forget that. Devin Haney emerged, and Bill Haney introduced himself to the world of boxing. Jeff Sparks, salute, brother. The world started to find things wrong. They started to find things wrong to bother and disrupt what was going on with SNAC. Now you see, I fell all the way back. I asked the boxing world. I said, y'all got a problem with SNAC? Yes or no? Y'all told me no, by way of your support of the videos I put out in the comment sections and various YouTube videos. Y'all basically told me to shut up because Errol was supposed to lose, and y'all already making excuses. That's what black fans do, and y'all look for excuses and negro and mayate, gayate, mayate, all of that shit, right? Okay, cool. All right. Y'all know what I say. Don't cry later. Don't cry later. Don't cry later. Gayate, mayate. All right. I'm shutting up about it. So y'all don't have no problem with it now, right? Karen Fields, salute, Queen. Gayate, mayate. Okay. So we're making excuses, right? Y'all don't want to talk about it no more, right? Okay, no. Oh, no. WBC, boxing is so corrupt. Y'all remember the live I did? That boxing was so corrupt. We found out that the Olympic program was going to delete boxing because it was so corrupt. Y'all remember that? Did a whole live about that. But that wasn't the only part of the problem. They elected Mauricio Sillyman. They agreed to have him come in to help save the Olympic boxing program. That guy is supposed to come in and save the Olympic boxing program? Mauricio Sillyman? Are you kidding me? That's what we doing? The WBC, the guy that was running around with Daniel Kinahan, the guy that when we asked him, hey man, did Alejandro, her man ass, get drug tested? He told us to shut up. But she fought Franchon Cruz Dezern and beat her. And we said, hey man, was she drug tested? He told us to shut up, and we just bullying her because she's gay. We says no, we just wanted to know if she was drug tested. Come to find out. That was the problem right there. She was trying to grow a penis. She was going through a whole sex change, and she had those hormones in her system. So technically, by way of by way of politics and bullshit, Franchon Cruz Dezern was in there with a man. Kamara, what up? She was in there with a man. So it took him about 4 weeks, but he had to give Franchon Cruz Dezern her belt back. Y'all remember that? This is the same guy that ran to Dubai and had meetings with Daniel Kinahan. And when we said to him, hey man, that guy Daniel Kinahan cannot go back to his country of Ireland. He's a cartel leader. He's on the run right now. He told us, I am not the police and I am not Interpol. I'm judging Mr. Kinahan based off of what he does right now moving forward. Literally a week later, Eric H., salute. Literally a week later, the United States of America put a $5 million bounty on that man's head. Audacity, what up? And then he had to backpedal on that. This is the guy that they have to come in to fix the boxing program in the Olympics. That's the guy. Didn't one of his WBC champions pop dirty? And he deemed it as a mistake. He's gonna let him get a rematch in. I'm so dizzy and disgusted with this shit that it just happened like 2 weeks ago, right? It just happened. So many dudes popping. It was another guy from Reynoso's gym, right? All of this stuff is happening, and it's okay for them to turn to him for guidance. Eddie Reynoso, the WBC, Daniel Kanahan, who's also affiliated with Tyson Fury, and everybody's allowed to fight again. Everybody's allowed to work in the sport. But here comes Victor Conte, and y'all didn't have a problem with him when he was working with Mikey Garcia. But enter Devin Haney. Now it's all bad. Coincidence? Coincidence? Bueno. Mal. Y'all don't see the play. And then when I say there's like a racial thing behind all of this, y'all tell me shut up. Well, explain it then. Y'all explain it. Bud been over there. Sean Porter been over there. Matter of fact, Sean Porter beat up Paulie Malignaggi so bad, Malignaggi said, my doctor said it looked like I got hit by a truck. Sean Porter's juicing. No one even cared to even entertain that. He was on SNAC at the time, was he not? Am I wrong on that? Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't he on SNAC when he fought Paulie Max? And he's on it now. He's not an active fighter, but he just purchased the product now. What I'm telling you is it's a smear campaign. Yeah, Balco happened. What's the purpose of prison, ladies and gentlemen? The purpose of prison is supposed to be to reform and rehabilitate. You get a second chance. Everybody that goes to prison don't stay there all their life. You get sentenced, they bang the gavel on you, and you get whatever amount of time the judge feels you deserve. And you come out, you're supposed to be a better person. By a better person, what does that mean? Some people come out better criminals. Okay, I got caught this time, but now I know what to do not to get caught. Because you get in there and you're rubbing elbows with other criminals. Some people go into prison and learn a new skill. I was breaking and entering, and I got caught because of these new alarms. And there's somebody in there like, yo, I know about those alarms. Here's how you get around that. Repeat offender, criminally insane. People going to prison for the same shit. What's the definition of insane? Doing the same thing over and expecting different results. I'm not going to get caught this time, and they get caught. Criminally insane. Is Victor Conte criminally insane? Well, until he gets caught for doing the same shit that he did at Balco, I'm going to say no. And you hear a lot of people bending and twisting words. Oh, well, they take blood. And people in the comment section that don't know any better. Oh, why they taking blood? They take blood so they can see what you're missing. And when they say taking blood, they don't necessarily mean taking blood all the time. For example, Hardbody J Timo. He's a certified personal trainer, bodybuilder, dietitian. Working with him, you know what he asked for me? I need to see your last physical blood report. Why? So he can see where I lack and what I need. I might need some B12. I might lack iron. He needs to see what I need. That's all that means. So they can adjust the vitamins that they're giving you. When a person says, oh no, see what they do is they take blood. Ratchet, what up, brother? What they do is they take blood. Everyone went crazy. In Champside, when Champside had Brian Norman Sr. on, he was explaining what they did, and you should have saw some of the people in the chat. Oh my God, they take blood? They got to be doing something. I'm like, no. They're looking to see what you lack. Your doctor does that. Hey, you're anemic. Huh? Is that why I be shaking? It be 80 degrees outside. I be shaking. Yeah, you have low iron. How do I fix that? Just take this supplement. And you'll be okay. That's all it is. They adjust the product to suit your needs so you can have maximum performance. That's why it's called the SNAC program. See, people hear all this stuff and they think, oh man, you know, he got to be doing something. How about this? When I asked about SNAC years ago, and I asked if y'all were cool with it, y'all, when Mikey was wearing that fucking shirt, y'all told me shut up and don't get mad when Errol get beat up. Well, that didn't happen. Was he on SNAC also when he fought Sandor Martin? I don't know. But Sandor Martin retired him. Big Joe Townsend salute. Sandor Martin retired him. You don't want to say nothing about that. He lost to a real Latino. Yeah, because Sandor Martin looks like a white boy, but he's from Spain. You know, his people, Christopher Columbus, came to Mexico and conquered y'all. The conquistadors conquered y'all, which is why Mikey Garcia looks like a Native American. If you put feathers and a headdress on him, he looks like a Native American. But see, what happened was he was down there in Mexico, and the Spaniards came over there, and that's why he speaks Spanish. I don't want to get into a history lesson, but I just gave you the fast version. Shaquille Field, salute, Queen. Steve Elder Mac, my brother, salute. That's what happened. You let them tell it. He white. No, Sandor Martin is white. He's real white. And he speaks the real Spanish. From what I was told, the Spaniards in Spain, their Spanish, the real Spanish, is like how I'm speaking English to how our brothers in the UK speak English. The brothers in the UK, that's the real English. We speak a spun off version of English. Jamaicans speak a spun off version of English. In the UK, that's the real English. In Spain, that's the real Spanish. For those of you that don't know. But Mikey will tell you he white. He told his doctor he white. His doctor was like, yo, give him a CAT scan. This kid got to have some CTE. He is not white. Errol beat this dude so bad, when he looks in the mirror, he thinks his hair is blonde hair. He thinks he's blonde hair and blue eye. That's how bad it is. Boy, I tell you, did a number on us, right? Those white folk did a number on black and brown people. This motherfucker really put white on his medical. That was crazy. I said, what the fuck? I was on Facebook at the time. Somebody posted that and they put an arrow on it. I said, what is this? I said, Mikey Garcia. I said, did he make a mistake? I said, no, he made a mistake. You know, you should have saw all the Latinos in the comment section. No, we are white. No. I got off that page. I said, no. Absolutely not. You're not white. But anyway, SNAC was just fine back then. Listen, man, Caleb Plant's on SNAC, and I've watched him in at least 3 fights where late in the fight he ran out of gas. Bob, salute. Andre Jones. Hey. That's just it. That's just it. But y'all had no problem with SNAC until DHP showed up and started making noise. Now SNAC is a problem. Oh, he's with Victor Conte and Bada and blip, 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 blip. And don't look now. Bud's about to knock the shit out of Canelo, and now y'all screaming about SNAC even louder. Dial it back for a minute. 6 years ago, I asked y'all, are y'all cool with SNAC? Is it 6 years already? It was before the pandemic. I know that. It was before the pandemic. I said, this I said, this the Balco dude? This the oh my God, they allowed him to do, okay. And athletes was running over there, not only boxers. I was like, what, y'all cool? Y'all all right? Okay. If y'all start popping because he put something in y'all shit, y'all going over there because he can hide shit? I don't know. I asked y'all. And all I know is Mikey was about to fight Errol, and y'all told me to shut up. And don't make excuses. J Bean, what up? Yeah, exactly. Mad fighters on SNAC. Nobody said anything. I was told to shut up and don't cry when the Mexican beats the Negro, beats the Mayate. Don't cry. I'm like, all right, I'm watching boxing just to watch boxing. I don't know what all this hostility towards me is. I'm just asking about, matter of fact, I like Mikey as a fighter. I'm not on that. I was talking out of concern. I'm like, should Mikey be over there with this guy? Isn't he a problem? What's going on? And I was told, shut up, don't make excuses when he beats Cobra Salute, when he beats Errol Spence. And I said, look, y'all on that. I'm asking for the sport as a whole. Y'all trust this guy now after what he went through? And y'all told me shut up. I said, all right. Errol beats Mikey badly. He beat the brown off of him because he said he was white. So he beat the brown off of him. That's what happened. And that was that. He's been working with fighters ever since, and everything was cool until Devin got there. And now, Bud's over there. And now y'all showing concern for Canelo. Excuse me. The amount of clenbuterol that Canelo had, I was watching the interview, and I swear to God, I would quote the source, but I can't find it anymore. But dudes was saying the amount of clenbuterol that he had in his system, he didn't get it from eating one steak. If he ate 5 steaks, he wouldn't have had that level in him. And the person on the panel was like, well, how did it get there? They said it was obvious how he got in there. The amount that they caught was when the clenbuterol was leaving his system. But even the amount that they found, he would have had to consume an entire cow. The way he put it, he'd had to eat everything from the eyeballs to the hoof. You know, like how I said, when the people are saying, oh, it was only 1/10 of a gram of ostarine in his system, in Ryan Garcia's system. And I said, wait a minute. How do you inject 1/1000th of a gram into your system? And here's the better question. Why would you inject 1/1000th of a gram into your system? Why is it there? Why was clenbuterol in his system? Mark Hairston, salute. Why is ostarine in the system? It's not supposed to be there. And then when you find out that Victor Conte knows all the cheat codes and he starts snitching on people and bringing charges on people, because he did question Errol. He sure did. All of a sudden, he became the enemy when the Mayate started working with him, right? Yeah, exactly, Mr. Shelton. Mayate! Remember all of that? When he started working with the Mayate, all of a sudden, you hate Victor. All of a sudden, Henry Garcia want to call certain people and ask, hey, man, what was your interaction with Victor Conte? This motherfucker was throwing mad shit at the wall, hoping something will stick. Yeah, I know. I know. I was actually on the phone with somebody, and Victor DM'd, well, actually, you know how you call people on Instagram? In real time, I'm on the phone with somebody, and Victor, I'm sorry, and Henry Garcia called somebody on the gram to ask if they had dirt with Victor. What was your experience working with Victor? What's going on with Vada? My son got set up. Bullshit. Yeah, Just Spark, you remember that? Yes. Yes. Mad people knew about that. And see, there's shit that y'all don't know. But when these dudes get caught with foreign substance, with banned substances and substances that are on a banned list, y'all forgot that Ryan tried to move the fight to Vegas because there is a certain amount of allowable Ostarine is allowable. I forgot what percentage is allowable in Vegas, but in New York, it's 0%. Y'all forgot he wanted to move the fight to Vegas. It was so obvious, and then y'all fought with he popped dirty. And y'all blamed Vada for catching him. Then y'all start talking about Victor Conti and SNAC and all of this stuff. And now Victor Conti's this villain. But wait a minute. 6 years ago, when Mikey was wearing the shirt and prepping to fight Errol Spence, y'all told me to shut up. Ryan Garcia wore a SNAC shirt. He took the product. Nobody said a word. Did Tank Davis not call Ryan Garcia a cheater? Which is why he put the weight clause on him. Right? He called him a cheater. Did Tank Davis not call him a cheater? He did. Paul Carrick, salute. Andre Jones, salute. He called him a cheater. He called him a cheater. He did. Devin gets in there. This guy pops dirty, doesn't make weight, proves he's a racist, and all of a sudden, Devin's the villain? And like I said, Bud's about to go in there and whoop on Canelo, and now Bud's on SNAC and he's on drugs? They've been saying Bud was strong as hell the whole time. Hey, TX, what up? Listen, man. Y'all know what y'all seeing. Y'all know what y'all looking at. Y'all know. Y'all just don't want to say anything. Y'all just don't want to say anything. That's messed up, man. It's out louder in your face and you're getting away with it because you think we're going to take this line down. We ain't no bitches. Shower salute, Queen. Exactly, Tex. SNAC. No athlete has been caught with anything foreign in this. They haven't popped dirty because of the SNAC products. Like I said, I think it's Willie Monroe that popped dirty while he was on the SNAC program, but he had a banned substance in it. It had nothing to do with anything he got from SNAC. I think it was Willie Monroe. But all of this talk about SNAC and Victor Conti, meanwhile, Eddie Reynoso's entire fucking camp has popped dirty. Canelo included. Canelo popped dirty. Devin Haney's a clean fighter. Bud is a clean fighter. All of those fighters on SNAC are clean fighters until proven otherwise. Until proven otherwise. Until proven otherwise. I don't know why all of you knuckle draggers, well, I know why the race baiters and the non-blacks are doing what they're doing. Mikey said he went from saying, oh, I saw something, to getting his ass whooped. But SNAC wasn't the problem. Young Reek, salute. SNAC wasn't the problem. So now you're looking at Devin Haney, you witnessed greatness. He got cheated. And y'all stood in the pocket the whole time. Devin was on SNAC leading up to the Ryan Garcia fight, was he not? The SNAC didn't help the Ostarine. And whatever drugs he was on, him being overweight didn't help then, did it? This is the nonsense I'm talking about. This is the inconsistencies I'm talking about. So why is Bud and Devin bad? Bud, Devin, SNAC, why is that bad? What are y'all mad at? Queen says Lamont Peterson and Andre Berto on SNAC, but not from SNAC. Why are they bad? But Mikey Garcia was good. Ryan Garcia was all good. Kata Plant was on SNAC. Why not? SNAC ain't the problem. Jonathan, what up? SNAC's not the problem. I assure you, SNAC's not the problem. Vada is not the problem. Yup, Clarissa Shields. Yeah, SNAC's not the problem. Vada's not the problem. The problem is the brothers and sisters over there in the limelight getting shit done. Listen, man, they could leave SNAC and go somewhere else, and that'll still be a problem. When you have your mind made up that you don't like somebody, they could do no right. For example, Tyson Fury could take a bath and become a born-again Christian and start preaching, and he could damn near go the route of George Foreman, become a pastor and all this other stuff. Dude, no. Sorry, but not sorry. I'm not Jesus. I'm not as forgiving, and I got to work on that maybe. But I have trust issues. He could come out and admit everything. Daniel Kinahan, I cheated Deontay, and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, all right, man, fuck you, man. Way to go after the fact. This is why I got trust issues. And they're doing it in our face. Don't accuse me of being a race soldier. I know what I'm looking at. Y'all didn't give a damn about no SNAC. When I asked y'all, are y'all cool with this? You didn't say anything. There was no uproar with Mikey Garcia. Yo, man, Errol got to watch out of you. That's that Balco dude, man. I don't trust him. Errol got to watch out, man. Y'all told me shut up. Y'all were never concerned about Errol. Especially when you start tuning Mikey up. Y'all were never concerned about Errol at all. Y'all didn't care. Y'all were never concerned about no goddamn Errol Spence when he was fighting Mikey Garcia. Y'all didn't care. Hell, after the Ryan Garcia fight, y'all were not concerned about Devin. Y'all laughed. And then when Devin, when you found out Ryan popped dirty for a banned substance, y'all disregarded that. Well, we can't unsee the left hook, and it just happened, and the Ostarine doesn't matter. Y'all said that shit. So if Ostarine don't matter, why does SNAC matter?
Whoa! What?
See that? See that? SNAC legal, Ostarine not, clenbuterol not. SNAC legal. When he was getting ready to, Mike was getting ready to fight Errol. Free meat, salute. Your name is added, so I don't know what your other name was, but salute to you, brother. I don't know why they're doing this. So SNAC matters, but Ostarine and clenbuterol doesn't matter. SNAC matters, but half of the Reynoso, matter of fact, 98% of the Reynoso squad popped dirty. Philip D, salute. 90%, 98% of the Reynoso team is popped dirty. But y'all still on here talking about SNAC. Why? Cater plant runs out of gas between round 7 and 12. And salute to Caleb. But we all know what we're looking at. He runs out of gas. That's just what, I don't know if it's age or things like that happen. That's just his body type. It is what it is. And he's a magnificent fighter. Y'all don't talk about that. Torre, what up? Y'all don't want to talk about that. But SNAC is the problem, right? Not Osterine. Osterine is cut and dry. It's on the ban list. It was in Ryan Garcia's system. And y'all fought hammer and tong to let us know that it didn't matter. But SNAC matters. And bottom matters. You guys are so full of crap that your eyes are brown. You see all of this stuff with the WBC? Just look it up, man. Just look it up. WBC is one of the most corrupt sanctioning bodies ever. And y'all want to talk to me about SNAC? I don't want to hear it. Tyson Fury had a detached thumb. And that was caught by a referee before a fight. Y'all remember that? Tyson Fury is no stranger to playing games with gloves and equipment in the ring and drugging people before the fights get started. I don't need to revisit. Just check my resume. I've proven this shit. So, what made you think that he changed his tune when he fought Deontay Wilder? I'm like, yo, why wouldn't he do that? He's a fucking cheater. And then he tag teams with Daniel Kinahan and MTK Global. Man, we was in Vegas. There was a bunch of those British cats running around with MTK Global shirts. Guess what? MTK Global went from having all of those fighters in the UK over there to just magically disappearing. And it was because of that, a lot of those fighters who was not into that gangster shit, they got caught up in that no-fly zone, no-fly list. Josh Taylor got caught up in that. He had nothing to do with that, but he was guilty by association. There was a bunch of those guys over there. Where's MTK Global right now? That was the shit we was talking about. Now y'all want to talk about SNAC. Where were y'all when we was talking about the real corruption? Where the fuck were y'all? Where were you? Now y'all want to be secret squirrel. Oh, Vada and SNAC and conflict of interest. Shut the fuck up. The real corruption was when Daniel Kinahan was running around here. And Deontay Wilder got cheated. That was the corruption. Y'all didn't say anything. Y'all told us to shut up. Y'all told us we was making excuses. And y'all let this bald-headed freak come over here and y'all booed the American. You booed the American. And Tyson Fury was so funny and, oh, we need this for the sport. No, we do not. I don't recall Larry Holmes behaving like that. I don't recall Evander Holyfield behaving like that. But you know what? You love Mike Tyson. You know what else? Yeah, I know y'all loved about Mike Tyson. He was a train wreck waiting to happen. And I'll be damned. Did he not go to prison? That's what y'all love. That's what you love. You love the dysfunction. You niggas is well trained. That is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. An American champion getting booed at his own weigh-in, man. At his own weigh-in. And all of you knuckle draggers talking about, oh, well, you know, he can't fight, or he got his right hand, and see. And I'm like, yo, there's a racial aspect behind that. You don't want to talk racism, you just want to talk boxing. Wow, funny. All you knuckle draggers that wanted to talk boxing, where are you now? Because I've been talking boxing. I don't talk about Deontay every day. But what happened to you talking boxing? You vanished. You were there to serve a purpose, just enough to disrupt and fuck up what we're doing here. Bud Crawford's about to fight a guy that popped dirty. And y'all talking to me about fucking SNAC. You knuckle draggers are talking to me about SNAC. You knuckle draggers are talking to me about SNAC. You gotta be kidding me. You absolutely have to be kidding me. You knuckle draggers, you guys, man, you guys. You guys are conditioned. And I'm talking to my people, these people, I'm talking to you niggas now. You guys are conditioned. And it's a sin and a shame that you have no clue what's really going on. And you don't want to know. You know why? You don't want to be wrong. This is boxing. I could pick a fighter to win, and if the fighter doesn't win, that's just boxing. I'm content with that. The problem is, you guys, you never want to be on the losing side of anything. But you see, losing is how you learn. It's called failing. What's the point of failing if you don't learn? It's called failing forward. In boxing, you get hit with something. That's why you have a trainer for. You get hit, you get buzzed. If you make it out that round, you get back to the goddamn corner. The trainer's supposed to ask you, you know why that happened? And 10 times out of 10, it's because you did something that your coach told you not to do. You know how many times I've seen that happen? You know how many times I heard a coach say, didn't we work on this for the last 2 months? You went ahead and did what you wanted to do, and what happened? You ready to listen now? How many times you heard a coach say, hey man, if you don't do what I told you to do, I'm throwing this fucking towel in. For 2 to 3 months, we've worked on this. You get on in there, now your eyes swelling shut. Fuck you for a minute. You ain't gonna make me look like I didn't know what I was doing all camp long. This is my name you fucking with now. I'm about to throw this towel in. That's what this is. That's exactly what this is. You guys always want to be on the winning side of the team. You guys are lazy mentally. You're mentally lazy. Remember when I brought up the debate that I had on Facebook? Who would you rather be? Whose career would you rather live? Charles Barkley or Robert Horry? And all these YNs said Robert Horry because he got 7 chips. That's just better. Well, by that standard, Robert Horry is better than Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan got 6. Robert got 7. Who would you rather be? It's not even close. That debate showed me all these kids want to take the short route, the shortcut. Shortcut. They want to pop bottles. If they could ride the bench for 82 games and then sweep the finals, sweep all through the playoffs, and they were just there, they want to pop bottles and do minimum work. These kids are lazy. That's the epitome of that's the definition of nigga. Lazy. These kids are lazy. That's what they are. And you new breed niggas, you niggas are lazy too. Your brain's the size of a peanut and it's smooth. Ain't no wrinkles in it. You're dumb as hell. You guys couldn't even be boxers. It's all mental. You couldn't do what the cheesiest, trashiest boxer couldn't do. You couldn't do it. You go into the gym and I'll say, hey man, look, 3 minutes on the clock, just jump rope the best way you can. When those 3 minutes is up, you're huffing and puffing and you're gonna quit. I've seen it. Don't even get into the boxing ring yet. Don't even do that. We're gonna work out. We're gonna do some squat thrusts for about 2 rounds. We're gonna jump rope for about 2 rounds. And I'm gonna show you how to shadow box. The first 3 minutes of squat thrust, I've seen people quit. The first 3 minutes of squat thrust, I've seen them quit. Oh my God. Man, we ain't even, what you thought we was just gonna get in the ring and start fucking around? No, if you can't get through this, you're gonna get beat up. Y'all ever seen a pro fighter train? I know you've seen Floyd Mayweather, his workouts. You know how hard that is? These are athletes. Why do you think they're giving Bud so much credit? And on top of that, righty, southpaw, and he's fighting with a chip. Bud is fighting like he only got $2 in his bank account. That's a hard man to beat. Y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. We can get in there with Canelo. Y'all gonna see. First thing y'all notice was that he's taller than Canelo. Second thing you read is that he has a better reach. I know. He's not the bigger man. Okay. Y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. Y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. When Canelo gets into the clinch and Bud start throwing his ass around, yeah, right. Y'all gonna be, if y'all screaming about SNAC now, okay. All right, watch what I tell you. Just remember, y'all wasn't screaming about SNAC when Mikey Garcia said, I see something, I'm gonna fight Errol. I see something. And I say, yo, y'all cool with SNAC? Y'all told me, cállate, mayate. You make excuses. Mikey beat Errol. Ole levato. I don't sound like a white boy to me. Ole levato. Cállate, mayate. He beat Errol. You mad? I said, the fight ain't even happened yet. Why y'all taking this position with me? I'm talking about this guy, Victor Conte. And I don't want Mikey to be involved in a situation where he popped dirty because of something he's taken from a guy that just did prison time with this Balco shit. I'm actually showing concern for Mikey. I like Mikey as a fighter. What are y'all talking about? Relax. They took that position with me, and I just stopped engaging. I said, look, man, I'm not going to let them make me hate Mikey. I ain't got no problem with Mikey. I'm questioning this guy. But, okay, he didn't pop dirty. He was a clean fighter, and Errol beat him up. I didn't even go back to those pages and engage with them. I say, hey, man, he ain't pop dirty. SNAC ain't help. So if he was on something, because I was thinking SNAC was a giant masking agent. I ain't going to hide. I ain't going to lie to you. But y'all were cool with it, so I left it alone. Here we are about 6 years later. Now Devin and Bud is in there. Y'all ignore Caleb Plant and Benavidez and everybody else. Eric Jordan, salute. And y'all focus on these 3 men right here. You know what? Fuck y'all. Okay? Don't cry later. Shout out to Bud. Shout out to Devin Haney and everybody else on SNAC. Shout out to David Benavidez, Caleb Plant, Clarissa Shields. You know, Ryan Garcia left SNAC and popped dirty. Uh-oh.
Whoa! What the
What?
There you go. Oh boy. Yo, I gotta go, man. I got a doctor's appointment. And salute to y'all. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, Zelda, Cash App, Super Chat. I gotta peel out, man. Pep talk tonight. And Y'all stay blessed, and the rest of y'all stay mad. Bronx on deck.
Move!
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.